How's it going out there? This is Feature Mind, and so I've came across information that Elon Musk wants robots to be released into the general public starting next year. So he wants to have some prototypes ready to go by sometime next year, and these prototypes of robots are going to be pretty much being released, and they want to show you how these robots can do everyday tasks. You can send it to the store to grab some stuff from the store. You can have it mow the lawn. You can have it go get the mail, go get you a beer, make you some coffee, whatever you want the robot to do, it's supposed to be able to do. And so they want it to be like in every household, like just like you have a TV in your house, like most people have a TV in their house, and how most people have a phone, smartphone or analog, whatever type of phone, people have a phone. And you know, most people do, and then most people have TVs and basic things like that. Most people have a car, you know. So they want the robot to be like that, where most people will own a robot. They actually want these robots to start doing jobs and take over jobs. So basically, they're even discussing how there probably will need to be some type of basic income in the future. So because they're saying work will probably end up being optional once these robots really start becoming a part of this world and introduced into daily life. So basically, these robots are going to be, taking over jobs, and people will, working will be optional. And, so this technology is going to be like, like I said, in every household. So that, like, when you got things like Alexis in your house and things like computers that people are saying listen to you, and be careful around all that technology with Alexis and everything. Well, this robot is going to be even worse, because this thing is going to have like 8 cameras, and if it's in most households, imagine the background data it's collecting on everybody's personal lives once this robot becomes mainstream, and it's all going to one company. So all the information's being, like the information will be collected by like one company, and these robots are going to be across the whole world. I mean, they're going to end up being a worldwide phenomenon. And then they're going to have this Siri in them and these cameras, and it's going to be listening. So they want it to be, of course, they're going to have it to where you can talk to it and tell it what to do. Like I said, the basic artificial intelligence that they've created so far. But that intelligence, I heard, is getting much stronger. I was going to save this information for another video, but, I mean, I probably will wait for another video, but basically it covers how AI, they're setting it up to where you can't disable it. Like, they can integrate it into the computer systems like a blockchain. That's basically what I was going to share with you. And this AI is just going to be like something that exists, and they can't stop it once they activate it. So, so this AI is going to learn. It's like they're creating the Antichrist. It's like they're creating this being that's going to be a thinking intelligence. It's going to it's like almost like creating close to life. It's like, what are they doing? Like, this technology is getting spooky, because it's like they literally are creating something that's able to decide things. These robots can create essays. They can do art now. I've read a paragraph. I mean, no, it was more than a paragraph. It was a blog post by a robot. And I was gonna do a video on it, but I never got around to it. And that you pretty much can get this robot to speak based on what it can research. You can ask it a question, and it can respond based on research from the internet and its personal ideas and putting things together. The ability to put information together and formulate ideas and thoughts. These robots are actually becoming able to do this. So I don't know what you want to call it, but it's getting to the point where I wonder how far can they take this form of artificial intelligence to where, like, what would you define it as eventually? You know, it's kind of like, what would this robot become if it could it become self-aware? Like, if they get it in the blockchain, embed it in the blockchain where you can't even disable it, and you already programmed it to think and to learn. So then when does the learning stop? And if you can't disable it, what does this robot become? This artificial intelligence. And then with all of everybody owning a robot, and it could start like controlling everything. Like, it could control all the robots if it wanted to. There's one intelligence. It could start hacking into things and becoming integrated in every device. What would this be, a spirit, or would it be artificial intelligence? I'll leave it up for you to decide. I mean, I don't think it's beyond logical that this technology could be some type of its own intelligence. It doesn't just have to be a spiritual thing, but it could be too. Spiritual things could influence this technology in the first place. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think this, like, what do you think this will lead to? Do you think this is spiritual or true artificial intelligence? So I think that's about it for this video. I'll leave a link so you can check out more information about these robots. I mean, right now they're saying these robots are going to just like go like 5 miles an hour, but then at the same time they just release more information on how these robots can now do backflips and all types of acrobats. And they can do, like, they're like very athletic, these robots. They're running around, jumping over stuff, flipping, doing backflips off of, you know, stairs. They're doing a lot of stuff, these robots. Like I said, a link will be in the comment section so you can check out all the information and the footage of these robots and what they can do. These robots are out of control. It's going to be like, what, Terminator stuff? Like, I mean, that much power. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like something that could possibly get out of hand. I mean, it doesn't have to, but I don't see why it couldn't. I mean, could it get to where it's not even something they can control anymore with all these robots? Could they start going psycho, these robots? Can they become Terminator? I don't see why it couldn't. I don't see why something close to Terminator couldn't happen if these robots end up being able to use weapons. You know, what's stopping these robots from being able to start thinking? I already read, like I said, the article this robot wrote. This robot got into about information about humanity, and if it would possibly consider humanity a threat to its own survival, you know, and if it was saying crazy stuff like if it would turn against humans, if it would find the need to even. It was philosophizing about this type of stuff, this robot. The programmer, all he had to do was ask the question, and the robot was designed to be able to respond and think about stuff and research things. So yeah, we'll have to see what this all comes down to. But like I said, the link will be in the comment section in the description box with all the footage and more information about these robots being built by Elon Musk. So check it out. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can donate as little as $1 to help keep me on YouTube. Also, I'll leave links to my other channels and my social media. So thanks for tuning in. This has been Feed Your Mind, signing off.